Hello and welcome back, Transformer TCG fans. Now, we went through a lot of the Beast War characters, sort of refreshing them. I've been trying to play with some of these and, trying to correct some stats, some abilities, etc. We last ended up on the last video that went 26 minutes long. We finished up with Rampage, Rat Trap, and Rhinox. So let's continue on from there, and I might be able to have time to maybe hit 3 or 4 characters right now. Why am I going over Beast War characters again? Because now that I've gotten my hands on them again some and playing around with them a little bit, some adjustments needed to be made. And so that's why I'm like, let's just go all over them again. It's been over a year since I originally revealed them, and they weren't quite done enough in the oven, you could say. So let's start off. I think we ended with Rhinox. We ended with Rhinox. So let's start with Scorponok, the Nervous Inventor and Scout. The words, the text, and the plus was all merged together, so I put some spaces in between there on both sides. In alt mode, he's a 9-star character, so the leaders, Optimus, Primal, and Megatron, are both 10 stars. Scorponok is a 9-star character. We did look at Rhinox, who's also the 9-star character. That Rhinox was the leader trait. Scorponok does not have the leader trait. Maybe he should, but he does not. So there is that. Now, okay. 9-star, 2, 12, 2, alt mode, Pierce 1. And for him, it's about scrapping upgrades. When you scrap an equipped upgrade, and that seems very vague, so we need to change this. You may play another upgrade for turn on this. I think I meant Scorponok, not your opponent, but on when you scrap an equip upgrade on this. How do you scrap an upgrade on this? When an upgrade is able to be scrapped, this is a good explanation here for when not to do this, because of how the game plays. So let's say you have the industrial, I call it the pig thing, industrial whatever, where if you play it, you have +2 for attack. If you scrap it you can get an attack of 3 instead. Industrial phase, I forgot the full name. It's just too technical. So that is being scrapped. You are able to choose to scrap it. Can you play another upgrade at that point? No, because you've already passed those phases of drawing a card, tapping a character, and playing upgrades. So you can't play an upgrade at that point. Now, if you play an upgrade and you're replacing one and another one is getting scrapped, then this actually would trigger, and you can play another upgrade for turn. Okay, so something like, say, lockpick. You have a utility on a character, and well, in order to be able to draw 2 off lockpick, you have to replace a utility. So put the lockpick on a character, you're scrapping the previous utility, boom, you may play another upgrade for turn. It doesn't have to be on Scorponok, but it does have to be scrapped from Scorponok in order for that to happen. So there's that. When we flip him over, his attack does go up to 5. He does have a defense of 0. He does have tough 1. When an upgrade is scrapped from this, you may focus 1 for battle. So not till end of turn for battle, because if you scrap an upgrade from Scorponok and you're attacking, you get focus 1. Okay, but on the defensive side, your opponent is playing. They play orange pip card. I haven't played the game in a while. I've kind of been trying to be a little more family centered lately. And if your opponent scraps an upgrade or a weapon from Scorponok in this mode, bing, they may have taken your weapon off, but they just gave you focus 1 for battle, so you can focus 1 when you defend. Plus he has tough 1, so you can go 1, you go, oh well, that's not blue, I'm going to do my focus 1 and then go 1, 2 in tough 1. So there's that. I thought that was a neat way of doing that, but the focus 1 will work either way, whether you're attacking or defending, thus focus 1 for battle. Silverbolt. And these are all new images, guys. Upgraded the images from the 4K off YouTube. Silverbolt is in alt mode. He's a 7-star, attack of 2, health of 11, defense 2. This works with the 7-star Black Arachnia. Okay, so this has +1 to attack when Black Arachnia, Poisonous Fatale, the 7-star, is on your starting team. When this battles and you flip 2 white pips, your opponent reveals their hand. So that's not much of an ability, but he is a plane, he's a beast, he's a melee trait, he's a maximal, but still, you're going to be able to see what your opponent does have in their hand. You're not able to scrap anything. It's not really going to give you an edge other than knowing what they have in their hand. You're making them be honest. Got it? It's sort of it's personality traded to Silverbolt. Honorable air surveillance. Okay? So you're able to survey your opponent's cards. I'm really trying to play into the personalities of the characters into the game. You flip him over. I made him a rare. His attack goes up to 4. His defense comes down to 1. This has, again, it's the same thing. It has +1 to attack when Black Arachnia, Poisonous Fatale is on your starting team. So it has to be the 7-star, fully Predacon Black Arachnia. Has to play with this Silverbolt, because that's who he fell in love with. I just saw that episode recently, and they're fighting, and he's got his things, and she's like, why are you fighting me? When are you going to keep that chivalry up kind of mess? Because they had just met. He'd never seen her before. Just a great scene, you know. And then so in that hindsight, he's going to have an attack of 5 in bot mode and attack of 3 in alt mode when she's on your team. Honor. What is honor? Well, we've gone over this before, and I've made a card for it, a battle card. Not sure if I like the battle card, but honor. It is specific to Maximals, and I've got it for some of the Dinobots and maybe Tigerhawk and Silverbolt. This really came from Silverbolt and Dinobot, and it's basically you don't play anything, even if you can't. You're gonna get this triggered. Honor, when this defends and a secret action was not played by your opponent, this gets +2 defense for battle. Not on your opponent's first turn. We've gone over this before. This was not how I originally made this a character, who is, by the way, a helicopter trait, range trait, and melee trait, all in bot mode. I don't do that very often, but he can fly in bot mode. We've seen him do it. He doesn't do it very often, but since he can fly, but it's not plane-like, I made it a helicopter. So there's a lot of helicopter traded characters, even in bot mode, here in Beast Wars, like Transmetal 2 Megatron in his Alt 2 mode, Inferno in bot mode, I believe, as well as Waspinator and Silverbolt here in bot mode. Helicopter. They're not speeding through like a jet. No. They can hover, and they can fly in a hovering fashion. Therefore, I gave them a helicopter trait to help accentuate that, which gives us more helicopter characters. Okay? And everybody loves a Hugadoo. Anyway, so I wanted to deal with the secret action not being played, but it's not going to be played by your opponent. So if they're, but that's just the thing. This is going to trigger when they're when he's defending. So it's easy for your opponent to get around this. Maybe, maybe not. Depends on, it's like, especially if you have Silverbolt go first. Now, that's just the thing. This isn't triggered on your opponent's first turn. So if you go and you set this up with Silverbolt, it's best to have a battle card on him with Brave. See where I'm going with this? And again, it's going to give him Pierce defense of 3, but Pierce can still get through defense. And you go first, your opponent goes next. Well, they don't have a secret action card. I'm done saying. So they don't play a secret action. They have to go into Silverbolt. That's too easy. It's their first turn. They may not have a secret action. One, they can't play 2 cards. So this will not trigger on your opponent's first turn. I made sure I put this on here for that. So there's that. So because of his kind of little bit of a versatile character, not much to him, but Honor for the, basically, this is a bad version of Honor, but it's the best way I can do it to give him more defense. But normally Honor happens when you don't play an action card or an upgrade card, and I extended it to zone cards and battlefield cards whenever I can get my butt up from to finishing those. And I got a lot more coming, and I'm just think I know, I may even rename them. We'll see. But in this case, it's just secret action. But for the most part, Honor is going to be triggered normally when you don't play your cards. You don't play anything, and it's going to give a buff to something. It's just, in order for this to work with Silverbolt on the defensive side, it had to be something your opponent doesn't do, which is play secret action. So, which is a little backwards from a lot of my other stuff. Let's go really quickly. Let's go over Tarantulas and get this done. I don't have a lot of time. Tarantulas alt mode, 8-star character, just like Scorponok, or no, Scorponok was 9. Tarantulas is 8. So you know, you could say we're kind of going in a ranking order, so to speak, and then Terrosaur is 7. So there's an obvious rank order here. Tarantulas attack of 2, health of 13, defense of 2. He has stealth. When you flip to this mode and play a secret action this turn, this gets +2 to attack until end of turn. So when you flip him from bot to alt and play a secret action, again, another Tarantulas utilizing secret actions for something. He's going to have +4 attack in alt mode. He does have stealth. We flip him over, and I even just changed this image. I like this one better. Screenshot and everything. Sorry, guys. Flip him over to bot mode. Attack of 4, defensive 1. He had tough 2. I changed it to tough 1. When you play a field communicator on this, you may draw a card. How does that work? Well, field communicator, what does that going to do? You play a field communicator on a specialist. We'll get to his traits here in a second. You do exactly what the field communicator says first. You play the field communicator, reveal the top card, you may play it. And then you may draw a card because you just triggered Tarantulas' ability. So that's pretty nice. Because he's a specialist. Is this too strong? I don't think so, but it's not some other cards. But I thought that was a neat way of doing this. He's a camouflage spy and scientist, because this is how he kind of started off in a way. So I thought this felt right for his character. I did make him an SRT for what he is. But it's like, you're probably wondering, well, when you had him as a hybrid, you had him half Unicronian or Cronian and Predacon. Why is the Quintesson trait on here? Well, I put Quintesson on here because in the show he said, if you remember, you know, of course he was transmittal at the time, that when the time storm came, he goes, this will only affect those that are descended from Autobots and Decepticons. And apparently he wasn't. He wasn't going to be affected. And he was doing the bidding of somebody, the Predacon Council or somebody, to get rid of Megatron. So if he had other origins, I could guess that there would be Quintesson. Now, some people on the Facebook try to say that the Quintessons have nothing to do with Unicron. Well, I look into my Transformers Marvel Universe book from years ago. Bob Budiansky put it in there that the Quintessons do work for Unicron, and they search out and kill and judge, innocent or guilty, they kill them. Any Transformers that get out of the maw of Unicron. So, in my mind, the Quintessons work for Unicron. In the original script of the movie, the Quintessons were going to work for Unicron. Optimus Prime was going to go into the Matrix and find out who their creators originally were. They end up doing that in season 3 with Rodimus instead. Okay, so this is all being pulled from the shows and from the data and from certain source material. So that's why I wanted to make him a Quintesson when he's a full Predacon. Because if you make a hybrid character on here, Quintesson is not a faction. Unicron is. Is the Quintesson? Wait a minute. Yes, it is. I don't remember that being on here. Let's make him a Quintesson, a hybrid character then. I gotta call this quits, guys. So, you know, in Tarantulas, you know, being able to play field communicators, being able to draw another card, having tough 1 in bot mode, having stealth in alt mode, and be able to get extra attack when you play a secret action for turn. I gotta change Terrosaur. So, let's see here. His bold 2 needs to come down to bold 1. He's a 7-star. 7-star, 2/11/1. When you flip to this mode, you may put a secret action from your scrap into your hand. So playing with Terrosaur and Tarantulas together are really going to help you out. Playing 7-star Black Arachnia with 7-star Silverbolt is really going to help you. So, a lot of this was on accident. A lot of this was very organic, and it just happened to work. Okay? When your team has no leader, this has the leader trait. We flip him over. Again, when your team has no leader, this has the leader trait. That's it. Attack of 5, defensive 1. So there's that. Of course, now I made the Terrosaur Cunning Subordinate. He does have the plain trait in bot mode and ranged in bot mode. In alt mode, Terrosaur is plain beast in melee because he can't. We never saw him use a weapon in his beast form. Tarantulas. I'll make him a hybrid, but I may keep the Quintesson trait on here anyway, because that may open up some battle cards for him that are Quintesson from the Arc or something, maybe. That might be dangerous, or ATP. I don't know if anybody's made Quintesson stuff like I have. So there's that. And so we got to go over a few of these. I did make a stratagem for Terrosaur, which turns the Crystal of Power into like the Matrix for him. So I've got that hidden away somewhere. We'll go over the rest of this another time. This is fun. This is exciting. I really like these characters, and I like how these seem to work. The images look great. We'll catch you next time. Have not just a great day, but a blessed day. Throw some scrapplets to the like button as always. Autobots, flip out, and let's roll for it.